Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome in to the IRL channel, bro. I'm sitting at my desk today, recording this video. One of my followers reached out to me on Instagram and wanted me to talk about impact over influence, which is kind of crazy because me and a really close friend, I consider him a really close friend of mine, even though we hadn't talked in a while. Really close friend of mine. We talked about impact over influence for a while, but I want to talk about it from a creator standpoint, from a business standpoint, from an entrepreneurial standpoint. And I want to kind of flip the topic, but also make it around the same identity. And I labeled it as chasing impact versus chasing virality. I have a whole notepad full of notes. You guys, it's full of notes. So I'm gonna be reading off the notes I took, but also just freestyling as well, talking about this. And hopefully this episode's not gonna be long, but I do want to bring as much to the table as possible about this topic. So man, let me go ahead and get started. The first thing that well, let me talk about the points that I have. I have 3 points. Make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button. The first point, I'll give you the 3 up front. The first one is the trap of virality. The second one is what is true impact, depth over width. And number 3, we're talking about the long game. Okay, so the first one is the trap of virality. And I want to read this quote to you that I found. It says, when you chase virality, you become a slave to the algorithm. You start compromising who you are just to get a click. You start cutting corners, chasing trends that don't fit your brand, and losing the soul of your content. I want to stop right there and just stay there for a second, because we're going to talk about this at the end of the video. But I think it's kind of important to say this now. Bro, don't chase 15-second trends. It's not gonna help. Like, now, if that's who you are and that's the brand that you're trying to build, then by all means do that, but you're not gonna build a sustainable community, in my opinion, doing it that way. I have a decent community right now. I have, across all my pages, I probably have 30,000 followers across all my pages right now. But the main thing is, I'm not concerned about, like, yes, I'm concerned about the 30,000, but I'm more concerned about the impact I have within that 30,000. Does that make sense? Because, like, not all 30,000, like, let's just be honest, not all 30,000 people are there for me. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not all there to see me particularly, right? Like, they hit the follow button because they might be curious, they might be nosy, you know what I'm saying? Like, they might be all these other things besides they're actually there for me. They're just like, they just want to see how this is going to turn out. They want to see me fail. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to see all these other things happen besides they're actually there for me. So what I have learned to start doing is, I have learned to, within the 30,000 people that I have that follow me, right? I want to niche into a community of people. Let's just give it a random number. Let's say 1,000 people, right? If it's that, 1,000 people that are genuinely there for me. You know what I'm saying? And they're there for what I stand for, my content pillars, right? And I want to break this down. I have 5 or 6 content pillars, right? Like, and they rank in order of why I do content. And I want you guys to do the same thing with your brand, your business, your entrepreneurial ventures, whatever you're doing, right? I want you to narrow I want you to get your pillars down, and I want you to narrow them and go, okay, cool, like, and rank them in priority. So for me, I'm just gonna give you number 1 and then 5 and 6. So number 1 for me is, like, I want people to see God through my content. And ultimately what I want is all of my content, whether it's basketball, coaching and playing, reaction videos, the Christian podcast, the basketball podcast we have, gaming, IRL, teaching, whatever it is, right? All of that, I want to glorify God, and I want to point people back to the Lord through it all, right? And I want people to see, and we have a brand slogan that the Lord is good in every season, because he really is. Like, in the highs and lows and everything in between, he's good in every season. He's good in every single season, whether it's in your favor or not. The Lord is still good. And so I want people to see that through me. And I think it's been that way for the most part, even though, like, when I first started making content and when I first started this thing, like, that was the direction I was going, but I lost my way in between there. And now I'm just now finding that way again, where it's okay, cool. Like, Lord, I'm dedicating everything to you. You know what I'm saying? And then now as a result, everything is starting to build up. It's going up and up and up and up, because I'm not, because number one, I dedicated and committed myself to the Lord, and my whole life is on the altar for him. But number two, I'm daily committing this to him. And as a result, everything I do just flows out of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's my number one. I have some other things in there too, 2, 3, and 4, but 5 and 6 for me is virality and numbers. Like, I check them, I look at the numbers, because I want to study my content. I want to see how it's doing. I want to see what areas I can grow to get better in, but that's not the end goal. You know what I'm saying? So like my number 1, 2, 3 is the end goal. You know what I'm saying? 4 is kind of the middle ground, and then 5 and 6 is virality and revenue. Because yes, I do want financial freedom, but that's gonna come when all these things before it happens first. You know what I'm saying? And as these things happen, now these things get these things back here on the back end start happening. You know what I'm saying? So for me, sorry, I almost got a phone call. Almost got a phone call. but for me, like, again, that's kind of where it is for me. Like, so I want you to do the same thing with your content, with your business, with your team, or whatever you have. Sit down and understand the why. You know what I'm saying? Once you understand the why, and once you get the why behind it, you'll really start to understand the value of, okay, cool, like this is what I'm really doing it for. And let your content flow from that place. So for me, I don't get tired, because, you know what I'm saying? And I have a lot of channels, but I don't get tired from doing content. I don't. Like, content is something that I genuinely love doing, and I'm pursuing it out of the abundance of, I'm keeping the Lord first. I'm honoring the Lord the best way I can. You know what I'm saying? And so because that's happening now, content, coaching, podcasting, gaming, this IRL stuff, working out, getting back in shape to play, all this stuff flows out of the fact that I'm dedicating my life to the Lord first. So you have to figure out what that first is for you, or why you're doing what you're doing first. Then as you find that why, everything that you do flows out of that why. Does that make sense? So I want to read that quote one more time. When you chase virality, you become a slave to the algorithm. You start to compromise who you are just to get a click. You start cutting corners, chasing trends that don't fit your brand, and losing the soul or the why of your content, right? Let's go to point number 2. I don't want to make this video too long. Let's go to point number 2. What is true impact? I want to read this quote. It says, so if we aren't chasing virality, what are we chasing? We're climbing a different mountain. We're chasing impact. I would rather have 1,000 people in my inner circle who genuinely learn from and these are my pillars, right? A couple of them, from my basketball IQ, uplifted by my faith, and who take action on building their own income, than having 100,000 people who just swipe past my face, right? And we kind of talked about that a little bit. Out of the 30,000 people that have me added across all my social medias, I want to focus on the 1,000 that's genuinely there for me, and that lift me up, that give me feedback. I'd rather have those people than have 100,000. Now, granted, the 100,000 is going to be there, but my focus isn't really on the 100,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they're just there per piece of content. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I want the 1,000. I want the 10,000 out of the 100,000. You know what I'm saying? That are there genuinely for what I can offer and the value that I bring, whether it's educational, inspirational, you know what I'm saying, faith-based, whether it's entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm operating out of all those pillars across everything I'm doing. So I'm covering all these pillars, right? But I want the people that are genuinely there for me, not just for, okay, cool, he's doing a giveaway, or, oh, cool, he's doing this, or cool, he's doing that. Like, all that stuff is cool, you know what I'm saying? But I want to have impact also with my influence. And I want to go to the conversation that me and my homeboy had a couple weeks ago to about a month ago. If your influence is higher than your impact, you're kind of losing, right? You want your impact higher than your influence. You want them to grow at the same time, but you want to get to the point where your impact, sorry, I'm getting Discord notifications, to where your impact is rising up and your influence is coming along with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, So that's kind of how I look at content. That's how I look at everything that I'm doing in my life right now is, man, am I having impact? Like, is the impact I'm having greater than my influence? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm chasing right now. So, and the third thing is, and last thing, and we'll kind of close the video, is the long game. And I'm gonna read this quote. It says, here's the crazy part about chasing impact. It's actually the best business strategy. Brands don't just want empty views anymore. They want creators who can actually move the needle. They want trust. And the whole reason why I put that quote in there is because brands will link with somebody that has 1,000 followers, but their community is so strong. And the community just don't have to be by likes or by comments, but the community can be, how much do they trust that creator? It's as simple as that. Like, how much do they trust that creator to give them to get whatever the value is they're bringing? So again, for us as business people and entrepreneurs and creators and influencers, and what I want to do is create another lane called impactors. I want to create a whole nother lane for this called impactors. It's people that you're doing content for impact. You're not just in it for the numbers or the, you know, the fame, the status, whatever you get is what you get. But you're in this thing to impact a large audience, and not just in it to gain a large audience, but you're in it to genuinely impact. I want to start a new lane called impactors. There aren't that many. There aren't that many of us out there that are really doing this to impact people. It's just a bunch of, how can I get the next viral hit? Which is good. You want to continue to grow your brand, but bro, if the impact is not there, you're losing, in my opinion. So I want to start a lane called impactors. Who is out there doing this to impact? Who's out there doing it to impact? That's what I want, bro. So we're starting that right now. We're starting a lane called impactors, where we're not just doing it for a trend or for a quick dollar. No, like we're doing this to impact people at the end of the day. So man, I want to leave you with two questions. The first question is, are you building a catalog of trends, or are you building a catalog of value? I want to ask that question again. Are you building a catalog of trends, or are you building a catalog of value? Man, that question is deep. That question is deep because, again, are you in it just to chase trends? Are you in it for the 15-second dance trend? Or are you in it to really leave value and impact somebody later on down the road? And again, your content pillars will help you understand that and will help you see that. As you lay these things out, they will help you to understand that. They'll help you to see it. The second question kind of ties into it, but I'll read it. Are you trying to be famous for 15 seconds? Are you trying to leave a legacy that points people to something greater? Giving you a prime example. I told you guys at the beginning, for me, it's to glorify God in everything that I do and leave a lasting impact through everything that I do. It gets a lot of hate, but I don't look at the hate. I look at the love that people show me. People are grateful. I'm like, boom, there's the impact right there. And then, to be honest with you, if you're not being hated, you're probably doing it wrong. If people don't hate you, if people aren't, bro, I get hate comments every day. I get hate comments every day, whether it's on my Christian podcast or just any channel. I get hate every day. But that's how I know I'm doing something right, though. Because if everybody liked you, you're in a dangerous spot. If everybody likes you, you're in a dangerous spot. If everybody likes you, you got to be hated or disliked in some way, shape, form. Not everybody's going to agree with you. Not everybody's going to like what you're doing. Oh, well, so what? You got to continue to push past them and move past them to get to what you know you need to be doing, what you're called to do. So I'll leave you with that. If anything in this video resonated with you guys, man, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm uploading this raw. I'm not going to edit it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put music in here. I'm not going to edit it at all. I hope you guys got something valuable out of this. Man, and I want us to climb this ladder together. I want us to chase impact together. So man, leave a like, hit the subscribe button. We'll catch you guys in the next video, man. And remember, God is good in every single season. Every season, man. The Lord is good in every season. We'll catch y'all in the next video, man. We're out. Peace.